Alright folks, we're back in Outriders and we're picking up in a different spot from where we left off. The section that we skipped over is the Eagle Peaks map of the game, and the reason we skipped it is because I find it incredibly boring and it is my least favorite map in the game. In fact, I didn't even play through it. I had a friend over at my apartment and he played it for me, so I didn't even have to touch it this time, and I feel very good about that. But now that we are in the Dead Rock Pass, this is one of my favorite areas in the game. Although it is a completely filler section, there's no relevant bits of story that go on in here, and the gameplay isn't special or anything. It has two really fun side quests with goofy dialogue and exciting characters, so we're going to go through those side quests and then just kill a bunch of bad guys, and that's really all you need. So the first one we're going to do is with our guy Cullen.
Oh, I couldn't even figure it. Oh. Well, thank fucking God! About time they sent an altered. How do they expect us to hold this godforsaken...
Not here for you.
Oh, shit, man. We could really use your help. We've lost contact with our logging camp in the valley. My workers could have all been chewed into bloody gristle by goddamn face eaters for all I know.
The hell are you snorting? It can't be approved of around here.
Approved? You kidding? They'll send us to the wreckage zone if we don't take this. It's the only thing that helps us forget we're starving. They say it causes cancer after a dozen years, but nobody fucking lives long enough to care.
Tell me about the logging camps. You sent anyone to check on them?
Of course I sent people. I need that wood to fortify our trenches. Any delays cause goddamn lives! But my scouts never came back. Look, I know you're busy. You're fucking altered. But could you find out what happened to them? I'll give you a cut of the action.
And there it is, man. It's a pretty simple quest. Go here, kill the bad guys, and report back to the crackhead. But I love the characterization here. The voice acting is really fun. The dialogue is corny, much like all of the dialogue in Outriders. But I haven't played a game in a long time where one of the characters was a genuine coke addict, and you know that's kind of nice sometimes. So we're gonna accept this quest. We're gonna go check on the logging camp, and we're gonna have a good time. Now I've changed up some of my skills a little bit, maybe. Well, no, I haven't changed them up that much. I think I'm actually using the exact same stuff I was using before. But when I do hit level 17, then things are gonna change. I'm 2 levels away. But right now I'm using Tremors. It creates a series of explosions around my character, dealing damage and draining health from enemies. Then we've got Earthquake. I punch the ground and cause a shockwave that deals damage and interrupts enemies in front of me. And I'm using Reflect Bullets with the modification that allows me to fight while I'm reflecting bullets. It's cool stuff. So let's get out there and start blasting the bad guys. But there is something to be said about a filler quest that is still fun because of the characters. Because typically side quests are, you throw them over your shoulder and you don't really care about them, and you do them for the EXP that they give or the items that they give, and they don't really matter. And there's a good amount of those in Outriders, but every once in a while you get one that is particularly funny or just kind of fun. And I find the combat sections in this quest to be fun as well, because this was a point in the game where I felt like I felt the difficulty curving up a little bit, and I felt like I had to work a little bit harder for my kills, and I had to start adjusting to what Outriders really wanted me to do. You know, in the previous episode, we were coming into our own and discovering our 3 skills for the first time. Now we know what our skills are, and the game is really going to start testing us. Now I might be a little bit strong here. Actually, no, I'm probably a little bit on the weaker side because my armor is under-leveled. I'm level 15, and a lot of my armor is below that. So you can see I'm kind of getting my ass kicked by all these enemies. So I should probably take some cover and play a little bit more passive maybe, because I just got chopped to pieces. Oh boy. Oh, this is bad. I think I'm just too weak. Oh no. I'm gonna have to play really safe and really passive, but I think I can make it work potentially. I'm gonna play the game maybe in a way that was unintended, because one of the big things that the Outriders ad campaigns talked about is how cover is for cowards, but cover is also for underleveled guys like me. So I'm gonna be working with cover a little bit here. I'm still gonna try and push out and be aggressive when I can, because I only heal myself when I kill enemies in close range. But I am going to play a little bit safer, and we're going to see more of a Gears of War style coming out, which is fine, because the game still functions well enough as a cover shooter, and I think during the campaign especially, Outriders does feel a tiny bit more like it could be a generic cover shooter, but once you hit the end game, things start to spice up quite a bit, and you don't really need to take cover as much. You can play hyper aggressive and not have to worry about dying. I mean, your skills start to deal insane damage, your cooldowns get really short, and you can just pump massive amounts of damage onto your enemies. You can tank a lot of damage as well, and everything is different. Now I'm gonna leave that big guy and go after the little guys, because he walks really slow, so as long as I'm walking around and kiting him, he's not going to be super threatening to me. So now that we've killed most of the little guys, I can reposition on him and start taking him out. This gun has a really long reload time. I'm scared. I'm scared. Healing? No. Oh, I can't interrupt him because he's... Oh, no. So whenever an enemy has that blue thing next to their name on their info thing, that means they are unable to be interrupted. So I went in and tried to interrupt this enemy from healing himself, but he was immune to the interruption, which was unfortunate. But reflect bullets did a lot of damage to him. That enemy had a minigun basically, so he was sending a lot of shots at me, and they were all getting reflected back at him. So I'm really enjoying that skill. I'm curious how it's going to function in the end game. I'm sure it'll be a similar level of effectiveness. All right, so far so good. So far so good. Now this next part is pretty difficult, right? Now it looks nice and quiet out there right now, and I may as well take this opportunity to reload while nothing is around trying to kill me. But as soon as we round this corner and push up the tiniest bit, all the red dots appear on the minimap, and I am totally going to play a very scaredy cat game right now, because there are just so many bad guys to deal with. And I'm just not really strong enough to push forward and go crazy until I thin the herd a little bit. Oh, that martyrdom ability. Now there is a sniper across the way. And there's also an elite in this section that has a lot of abilities that's going to push me eventually. And he's kind of hard to deal with. Ah, there he is. And he's making his way over here. He's casting Solar Blast right now, and thankfully it hit the environment instead of me, because that would have done a lot of damage. But I'm just going to keep funneling the enemies back here, because that feels like the safest way for me to beat this section. Sometimes you got to do it, man. Sometimes you got to play like a... And here comes the elite. Let's do reflect bullets. And I'm not going to hit Earthquake until he starts casting something, because I want to be able to interrupt it. Solar Blast, no thank you. And reflect bullets doing some nice work. I've got to take cover. Solar Blast again. Screw you. Oh, it was too slow. Alright, let's activate Tremors. Oh crap, I ran out of ammo. I'm gonna have reflect bullets again pretty soon, so let's just put it up and we can challenge this guy. He's also immune now to my interrupts, so I can just keep hitting him. Actually, let's try and run somewhere. Ooh, this is scary. Ooh, this is scary. I need to get a kill so badly right now. Tremors! Earthquake! Earthquake! He's dead. Oh, thank goodness. Punch him. Ah! Oh, I'm out of... I need to reload, and I have a light machine gun, and it takes forever to reload. Okay. Reflect bullets. Punch! Punch! Roll! Run! Ground pound. Punch. Well, this is quite a bit more exciting than I thought it was going to be. Let's do Tremors again. Hit some Earthquake. Hit some Earthquake. I had to desperately reposition. Now that Reflect Bullets is gone, I feel significantly squishier. But a few kills is all I need to survive. Let's put Reflect Bullets back up as soon as it's ready, because that is genuinely the only thing that allows me to survive here. And it does pretty respectable damage to the enemies when they're just hammering away at me. This is the Outriders that you really want to see, isn't it, though? It's exciting. You're moving around. You're pounding the ground like a maniac, and you're dealing with elites. All right, well, he's able to be interrupted now, again, because you can see the icon next to his name is white instead of blue, which is nice. Oh, that's scary. Get out of here, buddy. And I'm going to kite him a little bit till Reflect Bullets. Let's hit that to interrupt him. And now we can go to work. Challenge him, challenge him, challenge him. And maybe I should hide. He's super weak, but so am I. Earthquake, Earthquake. There we go. Woof! That was tough, but we did it. All right, let's reload our weapon. I didn't realize how much I was using my double gun here. I ran out of ammo with it. I think my double gun is a little bit better than the light machine gun that I have equipped, mostly because of the mods. Now, the light machine gun does have a mod on it called Essence Thief, so shots regenerate health, and that actually probably helped me out a lot in that scenario. But the double gun, it's got a mod called Storm Whip, which deals damage whenever I shoot an enemy, and it has a 2-second cooldown. And I like mods like that do damage. But sometimes defense is good, because, I mean, if you die, then you lose, right? So, you know, healing's not the worst thing. Especially in the campaign, the pacing of the campaign, you really do have the liberty to take as much time as you need to deal with enemies. You don't have to rush your way through. You can spend 20 minutes kiting a boss in circles, shooting him once in the face, and then running across the map and hiding, or however you want to deal with it. I tend to not want to deal with things like that. I tend to not even want to do the Gears of War style of play, because it's just so fun to run around and ground pound and act like a maniac. But if I have to, I'll do it. But here we go. Let's rescue these guys.
Okay, come on. Let's go.
We getting new masters again?
New masters. What happened to the old ones?
I don't know. Some men came in. Corrigans, I think. And they killed them all. But it doesn't matter, because we just do as we're told. Cut wood, carry water. You think I care who holds the whip?
Okay, fuck this. I'm the only one here. You're free to go.
No.
What?
No, please let me stay. They'll send me back to fight. In the trenches. Here, I just work. And they feed me good. Please, believe me.
Okay, then.
And then we get a small insight into what this world is like.
Calling about this little clusterfuck.
Yeah, I suppose we should do that. So we get a little bit more insight about what this world is like. We've got a slave situation going on here. They're using slave labor to cut the wood and carry the water, but it's so strange. It's such a strange universe they've created, but it's interesting to me and it's fun. So let's head back and talk to our resident crackhead and get our quest reward.
If you you gotta see where this guy comes in and
I found the camp. Your, workers are in one piece. Seems this Corrigan had taken over.
Corrigan! Shit! We're supposed to be fucking allies, man. And he steals from me? What the fuck? And you just killed all his men. Fucking Corrigan will crucify me now. Look, if you see him, you gotta tell him I had nothing to do with this.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. Just give me my reward. I'm done.
All right, what do we get? So my boots are already level 20, so I probably don't need boots. But this chest piece is ugly, so I'm not going to take it. Or better yet, I'll take it and dismantle it for the mod. Yeah, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to dismantle it for the mod. Because as we all know, if your character looks ugly, then it decreases their power by at least 75%. So let's go into our inventory and see what we got. Because we did get some pieces out of this. See, like we did get a chest piece that is level 20 that we can equip, and then we can change the mods so that they work better with what we're trying to do. So we'll put this one on. This one is level 18, but it has cooldown reduction, which I value pretty highly. This one has max health and long range damage, and obviously my character is not fighting at long range ever, so that's not really super beneficial to me. For the pants, anomaly power, long range damage, I'm not even going to put that on. These pants are yellow in color, which is kind of ugly, so we're just going to break them down. I genuinely refuse to wear ugly stuff, for real. But these gloves that I got from the chest that we opened at the end are not great because they've got long range damage on them, but they have a very strong mod, personal space. This is something that is going to become a staple of all of my Devastator builds. You gain 15% bonus to close range weapon damage, and that's something we're going to be making use of a lot. So the rest of the stuff, we'll probably be able to break it down. Like this blue gun, maybe we got a pistol that we can equip. That's from a different character. I don't really use my sidearms too often, but there's nothing wrong with equipping the highest level thing. I actually kind of want to level up this one, the Earthborn Renegade pistol. but I don't think I have enough materials right now. But I would want to level it up because it has a strong mod on it, Death Chains. Shots entangle enemies with chains, dealing damage over time for 3 seconds. That mod is incredibly powerful. It's one of the strongest damage-dealing mods in the game.
Anybody out there? Hello? Please! I need some goddamn help here! Hey! Is anyone there? I'm trapped down at the lumberyard. There's uglies everywhere. Hello? You people just gonna let me die out here?
Hey, I hear you. I'm coming.
Oh, thank God. Thank you.
It's pretty simple, right? We're just going to help a guy out. He's clearly in some kind of distress, and we gotta help him. The quest is called Nature's Call. I wonder what that could mean. Hey, what's this over here? Looks like we have a historian area. So the historian sections of the game are just small battle arenas where at the end of it you pick up a collectible and you can bring those collectibles back to the not the first city, but you can bring them back to an area and to an NPC, and she'll give you armor for doing it, but she'll also give you some dialogue about the item that you collected for her. So we're gonna do this before we do the Nature's Call quest. So thankfully I didn't take off reflect bullets because we've got a lot of humanoid guys with guns to fight in this area. And I'm gonna use this double gun again with that storm whip for that extra damage. But I suppose if I need to start healing myself, I can just whip out the light machine gun and start using that. Oh, these long reloads are really killing me. This double gun, it feels strong, but it feels slow and heavy at the same time. And let's just run into these guys and start getting crazy, because I've got all of my skills ready. So this is kind of the perfect opportunity to go wild. And I saw a sniper over there. Let's try and get around to him. Reflect bullets is gone, so I kind of have to be a bit safe. And you know what? Let's take out the machine gun for the extra heals, because I took a lot of damage there. Earthquake. Punch him in the face. There we go. Oh man, reflect bullets may be my favorite skill in this freaking game. It just feels incredibly effective. Now, part of why I'm enjoying it so much is because the other classes in the game that I've played are not as defensive, and I do like defensive-oriented characters a lot. But I have been gravitating more towards a mage playstyle lately in most of the games that I play. But I'm really enjoying going back to my roots of being a tank and being durable and being able to charge into battle and really challenge enemies. I mean, the buddy of mine that helped me with the Eagle Peaks section, helped me with it. He beat it for me. He didn't help me with it. He beat it for me. But he shed a lot of light on how to play the Devastator, and made me realize that to an extent I was playing it wrong. Like, he showed me a lot of cool tricks that I haven't even shared with you guys yet, but maybe I should. You know what? I will. I will show you some of the tricks that he showed me when we go into this Nature's Calling quest, and I'll try to use them and make him proud. And the majority of those tricks involve gravity leap. So we're going to put that on and see if we can't do something fun. So we picked up our little collectible, and we'll go turn it in as soon as we finish with Nature's Call, which is over this way. All right, let's restock our guns before we go in. Let's see what this is all about.
Can't the man take a shit in peace? Get out of here, you ugly fucks!
Of course. He's trapped in the shithouse. I better deal with the uglies.
And just like that, the story reveals itself. The man was trying to relieve himself and use the bathroom, and a bunch of perforos came and tried to eat him. And I just think that is I mean, it is genuinely the silliest thing that can exist, right? But this is what heroes do, right? They save people who are in shitty situations, and this guy is in the shittiest of situations. He's trying to take a literal shit, and the shit hit the fan.
Come on, get out of there.
You out of your mind? I I ain't leaving this here shithouse until the sun's all the way up.
I'm not waiting around here for the sun to come out.
Then please just turn on the camp generator. It'll light up the area.
Fine. I'll get the damn generator.
Alright, let's put a nightlight on for homie so he's not so scared and he'll come out of the bathroom. Probably stinks in there.
Whoa, that's really loud. Thing's gonna wake up all the damn... Yeah, here they come.
Alrighty, we got some fighting to do. Let's just go in and gravity leap them immediately because they were clumping up pretty good. But I want to show you guys the trick that my friend, the true Devastator, showed me. So hopefully I'll get to do it at some point in here. Now I don't think I'm going to get to do it. Oh, maybe I will. Maybe I'll get to do it. Dodge! Yes! I got to do it. So something that I neglected to do whenever I was using Gravity Leap was using it as a defensive option for me. So you can use it to dodge out of the way of enemy attacks, and you can even keep it available at all times. Like if enemies are attacking you, you can just turn into rocks, and then you can cancel out of it and then go back to the ground, and the cooldown is reduced significantly, so you can have it at the ready for whenever you need it. And it's really cool that you have the option to use it that way. Now, I think my play style tends to lean more towards using Gravity Leap offensively, but now that I know that I can dodge stuff with it, and it feels so good to dodge things with it, especially the really annoying attacks, I'm gonna do it all the time. Like this guy, get out of here, bro. What do you think, you're gonna hit me? You're not. Oh, it's so satisfying. But the fact that something like that is an option in the game is really cool. Outriders does a fantastic job of letting you feel free to play with the different systems. It feels like you have the freedom to engage with the systems in a very liberating way. Easy peasy.
Better be the last of them. It's all clear. You can come on out.
And get chewed up by the next monster that finds me? Hell no! I'm staying right here.
Seriously? Suit yourself. I'm leaving.
And there it is. That may be a bit of a sad ending to the story. I thought we would have been able to pull him out of the outhouse and bring him back home, but unfortunately he's too scared to come out. He wants to stay in the shitter forever, and so be it. That's his life. He can do what he wants with it. But that's the Dead Rock Pass, man. We did all the side quests in it. We cleared the map. It's a quick board to clear, but it's fun. I enjoy the section because of how silly those two side quests are. It's quick. The environments are challenging. The difficulty is starting to curve up, and we're starting to really feel pressured to play the game well, but also to mod our gear, to be intelligent about the abilities that we start equipping, and it feels good. The reason that I hated the Eagle Peaks so much is because it didn't really have any of that. The challenge was not there. It didn't feel like anything new was going on, and the story was pretty bland at that point as well. So, you know, there's ups and downs in Outriders, and right now we're just dealing with most of the ups, but pretty soon we're going to start hitting some downs as well. So we're going to take a little break, but when we come back, we're going to be on to the next area.